Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me. Let's. Hey, it's your girl, your host Eva K, and I am here with the King. RaySean.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Look, I'm about to get out all my shout outs. I'm going to let you get out some shout outs. We're going to say our grace and get it in. Shout out to G Styles. Thank you, Golden, for sponsoring our meal. Also, B Whitehead. Thank you, girl, for showing some love.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, our food today, we got some wings and some corn. It came from Buddy's. Who you got to shout out?
I'm gonna shout out Big A in the south side of Atlanta. Shout out my brother Golden, and I'm gonna shout out Brittany. I appreciate everybody that supports me and that shows mad love on a day-to-day basis for what I'm trying to accomplish. It means a lot.
Yes, sir. Well, let's bow our heads, say our grace, and get it in. Now we thank you for our food, Father God, we thank you. Father God, we thank you. Amen. 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 Why you start laughing?
Because I ain't heard this since I was like 4.
You know what that means? You ain't watched my show.
No, that does not mean that. That just means that I have not heard that song.
I say it every show. Now listen, y'all. RaySean is a fire artist, okay? When I first met RaySean was at IDK, and I asked you to sing for me.
Oh, yeah. You put me on the spot, and I was hoarse.
Can I put you on the spot today?
I knew you. Yeah.
Just hit me with a little something so we can get it in. I want you to relax. You seem a little camera shy. It's just me and you.
Oh, no, I'm straight.
It's
Let's
just
see.
us.
I ain't never seen nobody like a body, but she might be the one. Oh, I ain't never seen nobody like a body, but she might be the one. Yeah, said I ain't never seen.
Yeah, I know my body one of a kind. Yeah, what about that? So, Ray, first of all, let me say this. Golden, when he hit me up, he was like, oh, I want to sponsor Jeremy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I have nobody by that name on my schedule. He was like, dude, RaySean. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Ray, when did you know you could sing like that?
I was brought up in the church, actually, in the FBH church. So, but I started up playing the drums and I was in band and stuff. So, I've always been around music, but I always could sing. But I just never really took it serious because I was focused on track and playing football and stuff like that. So, Golden hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, bro, are you trying to get in the studio?" I was good in English, like I was good at writing, but I never really expected myself to really like actually be in the studio, start writing. The first day we got in the studio, we wrote a song from that point. Like from that point on, I've just been doing it.
So what's FBH church?
Fire Baptized Holiness. It's a real Pentecostal church.
Got you.
It's real church.
So that's when they passed the mic to everybody. Yeah. So everybody got to sing.
But not me. It never happened. Except for one time, and then the first time that I ever had to sing in church, I felt like at that point I was like, yeah, like I'm supposed to be singing, and then so they have been in the studio ever since. I get a lot of people ask me to make Christian music, but you know what I'm saying, like going back to family, like my family always ask me and be like, I don't know why you don't make a Christian song, but I'm just like, that's not me. Like I don't feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and the stuff I've been doing has got me to the point I'm at now. So it's like, yeah, like even like y'all can have y'all say in it, but I'm gonna do what I feel like is most best for me, and the stuff I've been doing is most best for me as work. So.
Got you. So where did you grow up at? You from Knoxville?
Yeah, I'm from Knoxville. Off Western Avenue. I went to Urhostevak Elementary.
Okay.
I went to Bearden Middle School, and then I graduated from West High School.
Okay, so the last video, well, it ain't the last video, but you did a video last year, but you was on the football field.
Yeah.
So that was dope. I was like, West?
Yeah.
You should just did that at AE just cause.
Nah, I can't do that. I ain't never lost to AE. We ain't never lost to AE.
So it's still West though.
West side the best side.
No.
For sure.
How old are you?
I'm 25. I turned 26 in December.
Oh, so you a baby.
Oh my God. Everybody says it. I'm not a baby.
You a grown man. Okay, I get that. But I'm just
For
saying.
sure.
So let's talk about how long have you been making music?
For about 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
So are you signed?
Yes.
Or are you headed to be signed?
Yes, I'm headed to be signed. It's one that's for sure, but it's like within the past couple of days, it's been like 2-3 different things that's done transpired. Like, so it's like crazy because I was about to drop a whole EP and I can't even drop that now because it was like going on, but it's a good, like.
So you have to put your EP on hold?
Not necessarily on hold, but it's like, I'm pretty sure the plan is to drop like 2-3 singles, but I'm dropping like 3 videos at the same time. But the EP's not really put on hold, but it's going to somebody else. So it's like I can't really say, you feel like what I want to say, but it's real.
Got you.
Yeah.
Scoot over something towards me. I ain't gonna bite you. You don't pay me enough to bite. Anyways.
But no, it's good.
So you write all your own music?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When you looking to be signed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for? Like, because I've never talked to somebody that's signed.
Me personally, like, and then of course, like, my big brother is golden, so like I've been around.
Mm.
I've seen, like, it's just like, me personally, I feel like I've made way more success just doing this based off on even like the support that I've had from the people that I fool with in Atlanta, Tuck, and the people even like that I fool with here. Like, but then it's like I've literally just went from one point to the next point, and I literally keep expanding. So it's like I really don't feel like I need to sign, but at the same time, it's like then there's that platform. So then it's like, dang, like even like I never knew like even he could do this, do that, but it's been like I've really been working for this like for a long time. So it's like to finally get like the actual respect. And I know a lot of people from here in Knoxville like kind of feel like I don't really give Knoxville credit, but at the same time it's like I've shown love to a lot of people from Knoxville, especially on a music level, if not a personal level. So it's like to move to Atlanta and then to make the strides that I've made. I wouldn't have made those strides if I was still pursuing music here in Knoxville. And that's not me knocking Knoxville because this is where I'm from. Mm-hmm. But it's like if you want better, you gotta push yourself to get better. And you can't get comfortable being in the same places, which is why like you can even ask my girl, I can't sit still for nothing. Because I'm always literally just constantly thinking of, all right, yeah, I might just did this song today, but I feel like I gotta do 2-3 more, like even the next day, just to keep myself at the level to where I feel like I'm really doing the stuff I'm supposed to be doing. So
I was gonna ask you that because you packed up and you left.
Yeah.
You went to Atlanta to pursue your music career.
A lot of people was mad. A lot of people was like,
why you think that?
I just felt like, and you feel like shout out to Golden, you feel like shout out to Layton. It was just like it was more so like on the level like, dang, like if they can do it, then why am I still here? Like, you feel like why ain't I expanded? Like why ain't I really push myself? Because I really feel like I was pushing myself, but I was pushing myself for Knoxville. I was not pushing myself for actual like fans, like actually getting recognized. So even like when I moved to Atlanta, even like a lot of people notice like I spent the last that I had to move to Atlanta, I was broke like probably for like the first 3-4 months of me being in Atlanta. I hadn't reached out to anybody. The only person I was talking to was Golden. I hadn't realized nobody because I was really like dang, like I'm on the fence of I love being here, but I ain't got nobody to chill with every day. Like I can't just pull up on somebody. Like even like it was just different. But then I remember I did this feature for somebody at Big A's crib, who is my manager now. I shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point on, like, everything's just been persistent. Like, it went from even, like, doing songs with the Reds to doing songs with Plies, the T.I.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, who is your favorite feature? Because when you Google RaySean Manning, or if you go on YouTube, RaySean Manning, like, you have so many features. I was like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's probably going to shock a lot of people for me to say this, but I honestly feel like my favorite feature is Keon. Like,
ooh, I love me some Keon. That's my baby.
When I really was, like, taking music serious, like, me and Keon met each other at the voice auditions, and we both made it through. Like, we was in the same room, auditioning together. I didn't know him. You feel me? Like, he didn't know me, and we were both from Knoxville. So after all that was said and done, I started really, like, pushing myself, and I noticed that he was doing music. So you like reached out to him, and every song that we made is like a banger. Like, there's not been one song that we've made that.
Both of y'all boys are stupid. Like, oh my gosh. Well, you know, you black, you know, stupid mean good.
And
okay.
In my opinion, I feel like Keon's like the most slept R&B artist. But
y'all gonna get that. That's the thing. Knoxville, I keep telling everybody this. Knoxville is not really hip to a lot of stuff. We are 3 to 5 years behind. So I'm glad that you picked up and moved to Atlanta. Yeah. You already see that that's where you have to go to fulfill your dream. Like,
and it's not knocking, you feel me? Oh, even like you can do it here. You really can't do it here because it's like, you feel me? And I really don't care because I know people are going to feel the type of way, but it's just crazy, like, to have as much talent as you have in Knoxville and for people's egos to be so up, but nobody's really officially made it out of Knoxville yet. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can't hate on people that are really, like, pushing themselves to get better, because if it really was a legit support system, I could literally name 5 people right now off rip that I feel like personally should have already been signed already.
I can name 5 too.
Really, probably 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the feature that you did that I just love. You and Loogie.
Oh yeah.
Like that's my dude. I literally listen to that song every day because Loogie to me, like, y'all boys are in a whole different category. Like, y'all got big city. Mine's like y'all just they can't put y'all in a box.
I'm like, I really don't listen to rap like that, but I've been trying to change my style to the point to where I can accommodate even, like, not just females or males that listen to R&B, but hood trap type people that listen to certain stuff. Like, I can rap a little bit, but I really don't be doing that. But here lately, I've just been, like, changing up, like, a lot of different stuff. Like, I just did a hook for Lil Yachty. So it's like,
So how many hours do you spend in the studio?
If I'm in there consistently, and it's probably gonna trip people out, people probably, like, and it's crazy, I get this all the time, people be like, you literally, like, in the studio 24/7. I literally can record, like, 6 to 10 songs in, like, 2 hours and be done.
Oh, wow.
A lot of stuff I write down, but a lot of stuff I write in my head and then just go for it. Or if I mess with somebody, just go back and record it. Yeah.
So you ain't spending all your time in the studio. You get in and get out because time is money.
Yeah, and because I really love to critique myself. Like, I like to listen to playback so I know the stuff I need to work on and stuff I need to fix. So it's like the more different songs that I'm putting out for myself to listen to, then I can know, like, all right, you feel like, well, this needs to be here, like, this needs to be there. It's different stuff, so.
What's the hardest part that you think, as far as, like, being on your music journey, what do you think is the hardest part? What's the most difficult thing for you?
As far as, like, you're saying, like, life in general, or
like life in general with this whole music thing?
I feel like the hardest part, being honest, is knowing that I have this talent, but at the same time, it's like, it's certain family members that support it and are all for it, but it's like, my mom and my dad are, like, real Christians, so it's like certain stuff, like, they really don't fool with for real. And then it's like, growing up, like, I really had to sneak just to listen to secular music. So it's like, it like it really bothers me, but at the same point, it's like it puts in my mindset like I'm about to go 10 times harder just to prove to y'all like it is what it is. Cause I mean, I just feel like anybody that has kids, like I feel like they should be supporting whatever their kids' dreams are, like 1,000%. Blood or not blood, like adopted or not adopted. Like I just feel like it's certain stuff that needs to be respected that's not respected.
But okay, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. But you
But I
know,
can't
like
judge
how,
somebody else for how they feel.
yeah, you know, like how our parents grew up in the church.
Yeah.
So have you like tried to sit down with your parents to just tell them?
Yeah, I literally did like probably like a week ago.
See, I'm scared to touch this subject because parents scare me, especially when we start talking
And my
about
girl was there too.
Christianity.
Oh no, trust me. Like nah, you're good. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to, you know.
I mean, it's just
batteries.
Nah, you're not crossing no boundaries. I mean, I knew for a fact you feel like it was coming, but all right. So it's like I grew up in a Pentecostal church, so you don't just go to church Sunday and that be it. You go to church Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and if you're at church on Sundays, then you got Sunday school, morning service, and then night church. So mentally, I'm used to being around loud music all the time, so that's cool. Like that's where the studio fit. Like I literally cannot ride in the car without listening to my music on max. Like I'm just so used to listening to music loud. Like that's how I'm used to it. But I used to always be playing the drums. And I pick up little melodies and I go back home and I sing them, or I go and I listen to other people's songs and I try to mock like even like the stuff that they did. So in a way, it's a lot of people that be like, oh, like you were blessed with that talent. I really feel like I taught myself how to sing. I've been around music. I played the saxophone, the violin. Like I played like.
Oh wow! So you very musically inclined.
Yeah, so it's like it's certain stuff that I hear that even like the normal person is not gonna hear, and this is from me coming and playing from the drums perspective of certain things. So I've always known, you feel me, that I can sing. And my mom, like even like my mom used to always catch me all the time singing in the shower. She'd be like, I don't know, you don't sing in church. And I remember the first time I sang in church, like everybody just went crazy. And then from that point on, I just been recording music. Now, would I say I would never make a Christian song? I can't say that I never would, but as far as right now, I just don't feel like that's where I want to be now as far as doing music right now. And it's not like it to my dad or my mom, but it's just like I've really always dreamed of doing this. So to be actually doing it is different between actually dreaming it or just fantasizing over. Like I'm literally on a day-to-day basis doing it. So it's like
you enter the thick of it.
Yeah. So it's like how can I just be like, oh no, you feel like I can't do this because they didn't feel a certain type of way about certain stuff. Nah, I can't do that. I mean, does it bother me? Yeah. I mean, do I respect their opinion to a certain extent? But then to a certain extent, no, I don't. Because
so do you still keep your Christian values? Like, do you still take that with you everywhere you go?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I don't go to church like that at all anymore because I just feel like and people are going to judge me, and I really don't care. I just feel like actually going to church is played out because you can get 3 different sides to a person going to church, and you can actually like sit face to face like we already know. So it's like, do I feel like I gotta go to church to have a personal relationship? No. Okay. Do I miss going to church in a way? Yeah. But it's like I ain't been in so long. I don't know.
Well, look, you got God in your heart.
Yeah.
He know your heart. So let's get off this subject because this get touchy. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, where is RaySean? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I really see myself with like 2 Song of the Year awards, possibly a Grammy.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, a lot of people tell me that I'm not as cocky as I should be for the amount of work that I put out, but like that's just not me. Like being realistic, like I'm nervous even just doing this right now. So it's like
I know I can see the nerves, but this is just a small interview. You're going to have so many interviews that you're going to be doing. And another question I was going to ask you, with you having so many features, like, are you going to go on the road? Are you going to travel? Or are you going to do?
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about the upcoming concert that's in Knoxville, the 7th, with the RaySean coming down here, because me and the rest have been cooking up a lot of stuff, we doing a lot of stuff, so I'm performing down here with him.
Okay.
On the 7th, so possibly going on another show with him in August, but I'm not for sure yet. But yeah, I mean, as far as like performing and stuff, like traveling and stuff, yeah, it's there. It's just as far as like getting the right placements for certain things, because I don't want to start putting out certain music and then not getting heard by the people need to get heard, if that makes sense. Because I feel like, and I get judged all the time, like I hear people all the time like, bro, even like you got so much music and you're so good, like why aren't you dropping every week? You can't drop songs every week and expect somebody to listen to every song you drop every week. Like that's why I tell people all the time, the best times to post stuff be like in the morning or even like late night. In the morning, so somebody gets up, the first thing they do is check their phone. Before somebody goes to bed, they check their phone. And it be a lot of stuff that really is popular and that really could be going viral, but it's just getting placed in the wrong place. And that's a lot of stuff that I've learned being in these different writing sessions, being around like a lot of different artists and stuff, is learning like placements and the time, place, everything. Because yeah, I literally could drop, I probably could drop 2, 3, 4 songs a week.
But you don't.
You know.
Are you putting any money behind your music, like as far as like the ads? You know how people play for the ads and stuff? You don't do that.
I haven't been doing that, and I really don't want to get into it, but from what the stuff I've seen, like it's like sponsored. So it's like, all right, for instance, if you was to pay, let's say you put 100 on IG, you put 100 on Facebook, you can get like 50,000 views. But it's forced views. Like it's not really like you going out there and you
organically doing it.
Like doing it. So then it's like you feel like you get fake comments, you get like different stuff that's not really. And then like if you go in on the back end of it, like the artist is not getting any streams for it. Like it's just for the he say, she say now, like the visual of it right now. Oh, you feel me? Like I just dropped this song 5 hours ago and I got like 100K views. That's not really like realistic if you're not already on as far as an artist. So as far as like pushing music, like sometimes like as far as like writing and like putting certain things together and stuff, like I have my girl like make certain little posters and stuff like that. Like, but as far as like promoting stuff, like I do it all 1,000% myself and a small circle of people that I associate with. And it's got me to where I'm at right now, so I'm not complaining. I mean, like, I see other people's social media and be like, dang, like they got 50K or 100K, or like 100K or a mil, like followers, and I be like, but it's not as much work done. So it's like, it really all weighs itself out. Like it's plenty of people that I know right now that I could literally call now and only got like 5,000 views and they have thousands of songs with verified artists, like people that's already on. It's just certain stuff hits harder for certain people at certain times, and that's what I've learned. Like to do music, you really got to be patient, because it really does get frustrating, especially when you really like feel like you have the talent to do it.
So have you made any money off of your music? Like
a lot of like, I've made a lot of money in Atlanta off of music. And it really blows my mind, because it's crazy to know that you could start off doing music in Knoxville, move to Atlanta, start doing music in Atlanta, and you got people that's willing to put stacks and stacks on the table just for you to do a hook, or even like just drop an 8-bar verse. But then you come back home and it's like people be like, oh, like you're from Knox. It's like, yeah, I'm from Knoxville, but my work doesn't speak as if I'm from
They expect you to do it
Knoxville.
for nothing.
Exactly, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I have plenty of people that do music, like, now, at the same time, there's plenty of people that have supported me and that have put money towards music that I fool with and that I don't care to do even, like, features for free with, because they've put in time as to me coming to where I'm today. But as far as, like, people that I've known that's been doing music for even, like, longer than me, like, no, like, because it's, like, it's crazy because within the last couple of months, I've got more messages from people that I haven't talked to in years that I've been know have been doing music that I reached out to before. That's now trying to hit me up and do music now. And it's be like, it's crazy. Like, you've been doing this way longer than me. But now you, like, I mean, but it is what it is. Like,
But that's how it is.
Yeah.
They don't circle back around until they know you popping.
Right.
Like, I mean, what's our time?
25.
Like, when I first started doing this show, I was doing it out of a bedroom in my
Right.
house. And I was reaching out to so many people like, hey, will you just do this show with me?
Yeah.
No. They left me on red.
And then this is like,
Now, a year later, them same people are inboxing me. So I'm leaving them on red. And I'm getting
Right.
everybody else out the way because I'm like, I asked you.
I be
But you
trying to get
didn't see
people to
my
understand
potential.
that. I literally be trying to get people to understand that because it's like, when I first started doing music, I was dumb to all of this. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I can sing. I've always been able to write, but it's like, as far as like the music and like the music and business part of it, I literally didn't know nothing about it. I used to hit up different people that was doing music in the city for help and stuff. Nobody would help me. Now it's like people see me every other week or literally every other day in the studio, and I'm with this artist, and I'm like, hey, bro, you feel me? Like, what are you charging for a feature? Sometimes I don't even respond back because it's like, if somebody is willing to put $25,000 to $5,000 on the table in a completely different city that really don't know me for real, hacking on my own hometown, only be trying to put up $100 or $200, like, that makes no sense to me. But it's really funny, and I'm gonna be real.
Mm.
Every artist that comes to Knoxville that's already on, everybody is willing to pay $75 to $100 for that shit. Excuse my language. Or better yet, go spend $200, $300 on an outfit, but you can't even support somebody that's right down the street from you. And then it's crazy because just how you was talking about come back in circle, it's all gonna come back in circle because when stuff really like gets into rotation and stuff, and I've had people ask me, oh, you feel like, bro, like, you feel like when you get on, are you gonna come to Knoxville, like, are you gonna come to Knoxville and perform? Most definitely. Well, you feel like, why wouldn't I? That's just like, but then like that'll show you too who's really rocking with you for real, cause it's been people that I like that I've never I just came down here and I literally went to the mall, and she was with me. We're literally walking. Oh, it might have been her. It might have been, no, matter of fact, I think it was her. Okay, so I'm walking on the mall and I literally just passed somebody up and they're like, yo, RaySean. I'm like, I don't know this person. like it's a white dude. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, keep going what you're doing. Even like you're really he's like, you're really popular. Like, I got my wife listening to you, stuff like that. So it really be like little stuff like that. It's like, dang, like it's really people like this really out here watching. Like it, like I literally cannot go nowhere. Like it don't matter if I'm in Tennessee, Georgia, any other state, Florida. It like literally, I can literally pop my head in the gas station. It's gonna be somebody say RaySean every time, and it really be tripping me up.
How do that make you feel? To know people know your name?
It
It's
makes
what you
me
dream
feel
about.
good, but at the same time, it be like, Jesus Christ, like I'm just trying to chill, like. But at the same time, it's like, dang, like the stuff I'm saying like must really be reaching out to people. It really must be grabbing their attention because anybody can know somebody's face, but to really remember somebody's face says a lot.
Are you ready for big time? Like, you think you ready for that?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like
You an introvert, so are you ready for people to
sure.
be coming up to you, touching you?
that type of stuff, like.
And you're very handsome.
Oh no!
Look, you
My manager trying to give me the game like 20 pounds. I'm just like, you talking about?
He wants you to gain some weight.
Yeah, he want to be a quote unquote sex symbol, but me, it's just like I can really dance my ass off. But as far as like even like just walking up on females and Like, some of them, like, nah, that's not me.
How your lady feel about that? Is she ready? You ready for girls? Because you're fine. You're gorgeous. You got an image that, you know what I'm saying, you thugged out, and you can sing, and you fine as hell, and you tatted up.
Yeah.
Cute teeth,
That's
brown
crazy.
skin, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you expect? Are you ready for that? It's going to be girls literally
Yeah.
throwing their drawers at you.
Yeah,
He's
but
been practicing.
yeah, but like at the same time, it's like I know it's gonna be a million females, but it's like somebody that's really down to really fool with you for you, like when you feel like when it's outside of being in the studio, like when it's beyond the fame and stuff, like once you really find that one person that you really feel is solid, which I really know for a fact I've found, like, yeah, like I know it's gonna be, oh, even like RaySean, yeah, that's cool, but at the same time it's like even like this is what it is. So,
That's what I was going to ask you, too, because you're a new artist, right?
yeah.
And you already on social media
Yeah.
to put it out there that you're in a loving relationship,
Yeah.
that you found your one, right?
Yeah, which
So-
most don't do.
Most don't do. They don't do
I
that.
get judged a lot for it because people, like, it's funny people even they be like, bro, like, you feel me, bro, like, you could be doing this, bro, like, you feel me, like, you can have any family you want. Like, that's, like,
But
and that
she
comes back to
fulfill
the
you.
family, yeah, and that comes to the family thing. I've always, like, regardless of what the situation was, I've always seen my mom and my dad, even though you feel like they're not but even like they're my adopted parents, which a lot of people don't know.
Oh,
like,
you was adopted.
yeah, I was adopted 3 days old. I don't know my real parents either. But it's like I've always known mom and dad. So it's like I don't know. And then it just be like a lot of people that see me, they be like, I know you got 3, 4 kids. No, I don't have any. Like I don't. And then that's why people say, even like as far as morals and stuff, like, yeah, I do have morals. Like I couldn't see myself just out here having kids with multiple people, like, cause I've never seen that before. Like, I never was like brought up in that. So
So how old was you when you found out you were adopted?
6 years old.
Are they white or they black?
Black.
Oh, so they look like you a little bit.
Hell no. Excuse my language.
RaySean.
I'm just being real.
So, like, are they your family? Like, y'all don't have no
Yeah.
blood ties?
No blood ties, but
What's
it's
that?
crazy because my mom's side of the family, all my cousins, I'm pretty sure that you know who Joseph and Julian is. Manning. You know who Cynthia is? Yeah. That's how my family. Everybody be like, y'all look just alike. So at times I be confused, but then it be like, sometimes I be like, nah, and then everybody be like, bruh, you feel me? Be like, y'all got the same big nose. Like my mom got the same nose as me. Julian just got the same nose. Like Cynthia do too. Probably the only person that ain't got the big nose is my little cousin Shanice. That's probably about it. But yeah.
So how do that make you feel mentally? Because, I want to know. How do that make you feel? Do you care to talk about that? Like, how do that make you
Okay.
feel? Like, that you know that you were adopted. You know, you're a grown man now.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to search for, like, your birthday?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's weird because I've always felt like I don't want to be searching just to find out nothing. Like, it's already got to the point to where, like, I've got adapted to, like, you feel me? Like, I do have adopted parents. They don't fool me on the level I want them to fool it, so I'm cool with it. So I done got used to being out here alone as far as certain stuff. Like, the family that I really call family be people that I've met and I've built relationships with, like, and built solid, like, relationships with. So it bothers me only for the simple fact of that if I was to have a kid, it's like I can't see myself being like, oh, well, you feel like your grandparents are nowhere to be found, like, type stuff. Like, because I know, like, every kid, I've done it before. Like, that's how I found out the way and how I was adopted was asking questions. Little kids gonna always ask questions. So I was like, I don't know, like, and then it just bothers me because I don't know who I look like. I don't know where this voice comes from. And then it's like, I know I got brothers and sisters out here that I don't know. But I was born at UT Medical Center, so that be tripping me out too, because I literally could have passed my mom, brother, sister up plenty of times, or dad up plenty of times.
So what happens if when you get famous and you like real famous and somebody like, oh, you my son, like, what the?
I literally just said this to Amber the other day. I was like, I'm trying to figure this out before, because it's gonna let me know if it's genuine. Because of course, if you gave your son up for adoption like 25, 26 years ago, and then you see him, you recognize his face on national television, of course you're gonna reach out. I'm trying to see, like, as far as like what it's gonna be like now, like RaySean still works. He still, he still has to pay bills, still has to take care of responsibilities. Like, I'm not famous right now. Like, how is the relationship gonna be now versus, because of course, like, that's just like me saying, if I ended up finding out, like, if that my mom or my dad was famous, that I'm not gonna reach out. Of course they're gonna reach out, but that's why I be so stressed out, because it's like everything as far as music is happening so fast. It's not giving me the time to really sit down and be like, okay, well, I'm trying to do this as far as that, because it's happening so fast, which is why I really got to the point where I'm gonna just let it come to me. If it happens, it happens. But I know the type of road that I'm gonna take as far as handling it. Because to me, even though my mom gave birth to me, she's still a stranger. I've never met her before. Like, I haven't seen my mom since birth. So it's like,
Okay. RaySean, we gotta get off this, because I don't have time to be in here crying and shit.
Crying for what?
Because that's, oh my gosh, what's our time, girl?
36.
Okay.
But nah, like, that just, like, that right there is just a testimony and a way for other people that's going through depression. Because I just recently found out 3 months ago that I was diagnosed with PTSD, and I was super depressed about that. But it makes sense. So it's just like, I hear people say all the time, the people that go through the worst always be the people that end up rising up. So it's like, in my opinion, that's not necessarily true, because everybody goes through stuff. Just because I'm going through this don't mean the stuff you're going through is not as serious as you feel like you may think it is. So if I could give any advice to anybody that's out here doing music, just really just be you and keep pushing for what you want. Yeah, it's okay to listen to you feel me, like, criticizers, people that have their opinions as far as what you do, because that's only gonna make you stronger, and that's only gonna make you want to go 10 times harder, because that's what it's done for me. Like, people would have told me, like, like, I've been super depressed, I've been suicidal and stuff like this. So, like, me, like, it's just different, because to literally go back 3 years ago and be like, oh, would I see myself doing the stuff I'm doing now, I literally would have been like, no, because I was not trying to do music like that for real, because how depressed I was. So now it's like to really find, like, I know, like, my outlet as far as the stuff I'm going through on a daily basis is getting in the studio and just speaking how I feel and singing it out. Like that's the best therapy.
That's dope.
Or you feel like just music in general. So
yeah, that's dope. Well, RaySean, do you want to talk about anything else before we wrap it up? Because we're going to have to do a part 2, because, honey.
I need everybody to go on Facebook, follow me at RaySean Manning, go on IG at official RaySean _ and follow me. I got like 2 or 3 singles that I'm getting ready to push and drop. I got a couple of songs with the Reds is about to drop. So just stay tuned, and I appreciate all the love and support, and let's go.
And we'll definitely drop all that in the description box below. Thank you to all my breadwinners again.
And shout out to Eva too.
I'm glad I finally, this is like a whole, it's been about 9-10 months since I seen you last. So I'm finally glad that we got to break bread. Shout out to Golden and Brittany. Yes, but I love y'all. Peace.